Hello, welcome to Spark of Inspiration Ministries. I'm Linda Little. Listen, most of the things that we see going on around us today, it is just a reflection of things to come. Now, you may want to say it's a mirror or a shadow of things to come, but the substance, therefore, is Jesus. Now that we are on the conversation or the topic of Jesus, I just want to remind you that throughout Jesus' ministry, he was actually rejected in his or not really welcomed in his own hometown or in his own location. And even throughout his ministry, as he went out, even healing the sick and all of those great miracles that he did, he was rejected really by many people throughout his entire ministry. However, in his own hometown is when he felt the most pushback or rejection or refusal of his mighty works. So let's go here to the book of Mark. We're going to go to the book of Mark, and we're going to chapter 6. And we're going to start here at verse 2. Okay. We're going to the book of Mark, chapter 6, verse 2. And when the Sabbath had come, he began to teach in the synagogue. And many hearing him were astonished, saying, "Where did this man get these things? And what wisdom is this which is given to him, that such mighty works are performed by his hands? Is this not the carpenter, the son of Mary, and the brother of James, Joseph, Judas, and Simon? And are not his sisters here with us?" So they were offended at him. But Jesus said to them, "A prophet is not without honor except in his own country, among his own relatives, and in his own house." Verse 5 says, "Now he could do no mighty works there, except that he laid his hands on a few sick people and healed them. And he marveled because of their unbelief. Then he went about the villages in a circuit teaching." Now, here we are, the king, Jesus. In his own hometown, he was not able to really perform very many miracles or heal very many people because they did not believe, because of their unbelief. Now, even throughout his ministry, even in other places, they rejected him too, but he received the most rejection or the most pushback in his own hometown. And that's just kind of the way it is. Now, I would like to encourage you, if you feel some type of pushback or some type of rejection or feel like you're not accepted, then if they did it to Jesus, just think about what they would do to us. So sometimes we may not have that person that we could reach out to help encourage us. We may not have that person that we could just kind of walk hand in hand with to kind of help, just kind of iron sharpen iron kind of thing. But that's okay. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Okay. Even David did. If we look in the book of First Samuel, we'll see where David had to encourage himself because everyone that was around him wanted to stone him because of the fact that they were grieving over their family members because of some stuff that kind of was David's fault. So they were wanting to stone him, and he had to kind of encourage himself because he did not have anyone else that could encourage him or that was kind of on his side at the time. So let's go here to First Samuel. We're going to go to chapter 30, verse 6. First Samuel 30 and 6. Okay. First Samuel chapter 30 and verse 6. It says, "Now David was greatly distressed, for the people spoke of stoning him, because the soul of all the people was grieved, every man for his sons and daughters. But David strengthened himself in the Lord his God." So sometimes during our distress, during our time or season or valley season, may I say, sometimes we have to encourage ourselves. We may not have that person, or that person that we could reach out to and just kind of be arm in arm together. Now let me also read here. We're going to go to the book of Psalms, and I love Psalms, especially 23. We're going to go to Psalms 23 and 4. It says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." So sometimes, and this is even going through that valley season, when you know that you may not have someone there with you, but just know God is there with you. Let me read that again. It says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." Now, who is you? That's the Lord. "Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." So sometimes we have to find comfort in God. And how do we do that? We have to seek and search Him, and we have to encourage ourselves sometimes. So even when we feel like we're alone, even when we feel like we're being rejected, or we're not being accepted, or we feel like we're lonely or alone, God is always there for us. So even in our valley season, even in the season where David was in, when everyone seemed like they wanted to stone him, he found his strength back within the Lord. So I hope this was encouraging to you. Seek the Lord and just know that He's with us all times, even in our valley season, even when it seems like everyone is against us and wants to stone us, or whatever your case may be, whatever your valley season may be. Just know that the Lord our God is still there. And sometimes we may not have anyone to encourage us. We have to encourage ourselves. You have a blessed day.